Morning, everybody. You're welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, and this is the last for the week. Today being Friday. Remember that tomorrow, Steve Black, for people in my generation, is going to be 70, and this weekend he's celebrating his 70th birthday and his 52. Did I get that right? If you take 16 out of 70. Whatever you get is the number of years that he's been playing music. And so we'll be doing some honor. We'll be doing an honor to him, and we'll be joined by one or two other people who have been one influence or the other in his life. So for people in my generation, it's something to look forward to as we are going to take you down memory lane of days of the Clusters International, days of the Team Mac collection, the days of Ginger Baker's Salt, and stuff like that, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. So for the younger ones who are not interested, you can go find something else to do. My generation are taking over tomorrow. Today, I have, today Friday is set aside for as much as I can, young entrepreneurs. Young is relative. I don't know whether Mrs. Onyinye Obiageli is young. Do you consider yourself young?
I do.
You do?
I do.
How old are your children?
12. They're turning 12 and 10.
You don't become mommy with that. Mommy. Anyway, how are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
I know you have a very interesting story to tell.
I do, sir.
You do? Okay, so for the first time, I'm going to allow you to do something I don't think I've ever done in this program. Allow you to introduce yourself to the, to the listeners and tell them what exactly you do.
Okay. Thank you so very much for the opportunity, sir. It's always a privilege to be interviewed by Nigeria Info, considering its audience profile and its reach. So I do not take this for granted. So thank you very much.
Oh, you like the audience profile?
I do. And I like your...
And we are number one.
I do.
we need to put that one in just so that people can remember that we are number one.
I do, sir.
Sheriff, I think we are still number one. Have they done another one? They've not. But we claim it. They say the kingdom of God suffered violence. So we claim it without being too violent. Yeah, so so tell us what you do.
Okay, I'm an integrative health coach, a certified integrative health coach. And
integrative health coach?
Yes.
Okay.
What I do is helping special needs moms to activate the recovery journey for their special needs children. So, recovery journey.
Yes, sir. That is for those who actually do recover. Because for some it's management.
Well, yes, depending on when you start. Absolutely, when intervention
Is there any recovery rate? Is there any hope for recovery in such circumstances?
Absolutely. The body has the ability to heal itself if it's given the chance to. It's just very complex, but awesome organ, or should I say, computer that God has that God created. So the body does have the ability to heal itself, but on the other side, quality information and timely intervention would determine significant progress.
You used to be a banker, and you told me off air that you had two of your kids, a set of twins, right?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely. They had special needs and they recovered.
Yes, sir.
How did you do it? Tell me.
Okay, so first it started with, as with many twin pregnancies, there were complications. And one of the complications was the fact that twin B was really small and wasn't yet ready to come out at the time of, at 33 weeks. Twin A was ready to come out, but twin B needed to be in there for longer, but they couldn't hold off any longer, so they had to come out. But
before pushed the other one out?
No, they didn't. Before they came out, they administered steroids to help twin B develop, and that was actually what did the majority of the damage at that time, because steroids do have the ability to suppress immunity, but we didn't know this then. So after birth, 15 months later, they fully recovered from whatever complications that, they experienced before birth, and they were fine. But 15 months into it, they got exposed to antibiotics again. And these drugs are very strong, and they have the ability to wipe off an entire gut flora, making the immune system open for all kinds of bacteria and fungi that's, just, lurking around. So after that happened, we noticed that Twin B regressed. He had already developed words and was already talking, but we noticed that he regressed, and we were just surprised. So what exactly is the problem? And the regression continued and rapidly. So we enlisted the help of a health coach at that time. He was the one who began to tell us.
Sorry, which of these challenges did they have, though?
Autism.
Autism?
Yes, autism spectrum. They were on the spectrum. They were evaluated on 2015. They were born 2014, and regression started 15 months after birth. And then evaluation happened around mid-2016. And that was the first time we knew what we were dealing with. And after we figured out what it was we're dealing with from the assessment, unfortunately, there is really not a bank of information where mothers can really go and begin to get the help that they need, which is what we do now as OIH. So we...
OIH being...
Onyinye Oviagele Integrative Health Coaching.
Oh, okay. Is it an institute or it's...
It's a firm, it's a practice. It's a
it's
coaching
a practice. It's a coaching practice.
Yes. So we did enlist the help of a gut health expert, and he would then tell us the connection between the gut and the brain. It's called the gut-brain barrier. So what had happened with Twin B was the twins were affected, but Twin B was more affected because he hadn't fully developed at the time when steroids were administered. So, Twin B, he then told us about the connection and how Twin B's immunity had been suppressed because of the steroids and antibiotics, and told us the power that we could that food has to heal the guts, because whatever it is that is happening starts from the guts. All diseases start from the guts, and if you're able to heal the guts, you would be on your way to resolving whatever limitation and health issues there are. And so that was what we did, but we didn't stop there. We went on to acquire more knowledge.
So let's take it bit by bit. When you say food gut, so what kind of food were you feeding these two kids?
Okay. They were majorly feeding on normal Nigerian foods, not exactly. Yes. However, there is the presence of gluten. Now, gluten is contained in most of our grains, most grains, not only
fizzy drinks.
No, our grains.
Grains.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
rice and beans, and the like. So, but the thing about it is, with children who are on the spectrum, their gut lining is already compromised. So they have, most of them have what they call leaky gut syndrome. And what this means is that the gut lining has pokes of holes in there. Now, the case of gluten is that when you eat gluten, because the immune system, the gut flora, is already damaged or compromised, it's not able to digest these foods. And the residue of undigested foods from gluten goes into these holes that have been made in the gut due to exposure to antibiotics, other hard drugs, and the likes. They go in there and they cross the blood-brain barrier.
This is like going for a lecture in College of Medicine. So I need to let's just assume that from the diet you were able to. Because I don't want to go into all these. It will intimidate my people. It's intimidating me already. You can see that the man sitting next to me has been shuffling in his chair. He wishes he could run out. Some of us get nervous, and then these medical things. So let's just say that from the diet you were able to start to control.
Absolutely.
And that was it. You didn't need any medication?
No medication.
Are you kidding?
Yes, sir.
And so over what time did it recede?
So twin B made full recovery within 2 years. So the thing about food is you have to be patient and give it time because it takes even more time for.
Now let me get something clear. What is it? What you should give them should be the grains or shouldn't be the grains?
For children on the spectrum, you
Yes.
shouldn't give them
You shouldn't give
them grains that have gluten. And not only so gluten is the protein contained in these grains. They are very
like
hard.
in beans
Yes, and rice.
and rice
And other grains that we have.
and corn, agbado.
Yes, exactly. They are very hard to digest. It is not that the grains in themselves are bad. It is that these children's gut flora has been weakened.
Apart from the diet, did you have to do any exercises?
There were therapy. They had therapists that attended to them.
Is this something?
Targeted
is this
exercises.
something you discovered, or it's something that has been discovered in practice, and maybe hasn't been used extensively in this country?
So both. It was something that my husband and I discovered in our quest because there were two children that really needed help. So with
Thank God for you having two. And you said, what did they have again?
autism.
Autism. What's the difference between autism and what are the other ones now?
Down syndrome.
Down syndrome. Yes.
Asperger's. So autism really is a disorder that is caused, a developmental and neurological disorder that is caused it affects speech,
Yes.
communication in general, communication, behavior, performance, and social interaction. So it's a disorder in the brain that causes these limitations.
And so what do they look like
autism.
externally?
So
Do they have the slit eyes and the...
No. So Down syndrome, on the other hand, is a chromosomal disorder. It's a case where it's an error in cell division. So at some point during conception, the 21st, I believe, the 21st cell is supposed to be split into two, but that erroneously did not, happen.
Your profile here tells me you were working in a bank. Did you have to stop work then?
Yes, I did.
Did your husband have to stop work?
No, he didn't.
Because he has to bring the money.
Absolutely.
So what do you do now? Are you going to go back into employment, or what do you do now full time?
Oh, I coach special needs moms full time right now. This is what I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it as a job or as a hobby?
It's as a job and an assignment.
And an assignment.
Yes, sir.
And they pay.
They pay.
Is it expensive?
It's not. It's affordable.
Well, affordable is relative. What he might be able to afford, I might not be able to afford. So, this practice, is it like regulated and registered?
Absolutely.
By who now? The medical council or what?
Okay, so for me, I got certified to become a health coach to do this. I had to get certified, and I was certified from the Institute for Integrative Nutrition in New York. And then, of course, the business is registered in Nigeria.
So if does it have an age limit? What do I mean by age limit now? Do you have an age by which you should quickly key into it, and by a certain age it's too late? I mean, or do you need to watch out from childhood?
So
begin to watch and see.
Absolutely, sir. So early intervention is key, and it really, really determines how far or how well or unwell the child,
And you did your own turnaround in 2 years.
So the first twin, so no two children are the same, sir. So recovery means different things for different people. So for a mother, recovery could be that she just wants her son or her child to be potty trained. For others, it would be that they just want them to sleep well. And as much as recovery means different things for different people, it also is very dynamic, because when you attain a particular goal, then you aspire for another goal. And with neurotypical children, everybody is a work in progress. So it's the same with neurodivergent children, right? It's one step at a time. As long as, they are becoming functional and living independently, that should be the goal, to have the child, not dependent on parents or guardians.
What's your success rate like? so far?
I would say very good. I would say very good because again,
But there are some that didn't work.
I wouldn't say didn't work because it is a work in progress, like I said, and also it depends on when intervention started. And also depends on the chemical composition of the individual.
Can this thing be detected at pregnancy level?
No, it can't, unfortunately.
Until the child is born?
Because for autism, it can not be detected before birth because it's a developmental disorder. So it's as the child is growing, then you begin to see these limitations. However, for Down syndrome, I believe between 11 to 14 weeks, there are some tests that you can have done to determine the state of the embryo.
So your doors are open. Do you get referred to by hospitals and things?
So that's the goal. The goal really is to have health coaches like myself really bridge the gap between the medical practitioners.
So do you attach yourself to the hospital or you're independent?
Oh, I'm independent. Now, I'm independent, but there is also the opportunity to work with, medical institutions. Absolutely.
And what's your background in university?
Accounting.
Accountant become doctor. Which university did you go?
University of Nigeria, Nsukka.
Oh yeah. Which university did your husband go?
University of Kent.
Kent. I'm looking for a great cockite. 21 minutes past the hour. I'm talking to Mrs. Oviageli, and of course, you've heard what she does. Yes, for those in my generation, I'm sure Uncle Ronungbatogu is wondering which Oviageli it is. Yes, it's Mr. Mark Oviageli, my big Egmon's daughter-in-law as well. We don't have daughters-in-law in Africa because daughter is daughter.
Absolutely.
And so that's exactly what it is. And the husband is here in tow, just to make sure that she's in one piece. It's 9:22. Sheriff, can I take at least one call now? Yes. Do we have a call? No, we don't. Okay, so the number is 0201 277 0993, and the female line is 0201 465 7190, and the WhatsApp number is 0809 597 5805. I'm trying to see if I can take one call. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, sir. Jimmy. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm calling on behalf of my niece and nephew.
Yes.
Yeah, both, though I can't actually explain what it is called, but listening to her, I think it's something similar to it.
Yes.
I have, my older brother has a girl, her hand and her leg. In fact, her leg, she can't walk well. She can't even, I think according to what he said half part of her body is paralyzed, and she's like 8 years old. Mm-hmm. And her second daughter as well, when she's walking, she walks so weakly. So I don't know what all those things are called. I don't know if there's something.
Do you have an idea?
Yes.
Quickly, in 1 minute, because we'll go on break.
Okay, sir. So she needs to be evaluated to find out exactly what it is going on.
What it is, yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, the question I'll be asking her is if she's going to expand her knowledge to other areas of concern like this. So don't go away, we'll be right back.
Talk, news, and sports after this. Wow, Folake, this your new office space looks really nice. Oh, just take a look at this furniture.
Thank you.
Anyway, that's not why I came. Oh, your daughter's wedding was fantastic. Folake, who gave you all this money now? See souvenirs everywhere, courtesy of the bride's mother.
It is not who, it is what.
The AXA endowment policy gives you the benefits of target savings and life insurance in one plan. Call 0700 AXA Mansard or visit axamansard.com to get started. Terms and conditions apply.
Everything surely comes to an end. That dinner, that mushy movie, even that long traffic. But there's one thing that doesn't. Enjoy truly unlimited data with Airtel Unlimited Speed-Based Plans. Visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to buy now. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
In a world where connectivity reigns supreme, there's one name that stands tall. Introducing Huawei eKit, cutting-edge switches, routers, and access points brought to you by TD Africa, the continent's force in tech distribution. Our next-generation networking solutions are engineered to redefine reliability, productivity, and affordability, helping small businesses scale rapidly. Join the millions who have made the switch to Huawei's eKit. Talk to TD Africa today. Email inquiries@tdafrica.com to get on board.
This season of Big Brother Naija is a must follow. Follow every twist and turn with eyes wide open. Because even when the journey begins with chemistry, chaos follows. Strap in for 2 journeys in one house. Big Brother Naija Season 9 premieres Sunday 28 July, 7 p.m. West African time on DSTV 198 and GoTV 49. Gold sponsor, Guinness.
Big mommy, add that bokoto we go senior school. Put 2 roundabout. Anoint the package with that slim thick shaki and
Uncle, no vexo. Which teeth you want use eat all this orishi? That your teeth will be like where motor jam truck. You know they worry you again.
That one na before. All thanks to the new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection.
That's right. The new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection toothpaste gives you complete oral protection with fluoride and antibacterial zinc to keep your teeth strong, prevent tooth holes, and fight bacteria.
Please have to go buy my own new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection toothpaste.
Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection for your important oral care needs. Available in a blue gel.
Mommy, my teacher said 90% of my brain will develop by the time I am 5.
Really? What else did she say?
She said I need iron in my food for my brain to grow well.
Oh, very true. And that's why I give you Cerelac Junior every day, which provides half of your daily iron needs.
And Cerelac Junior tastes so good.
Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
He done of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you the wine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abby?
Jerry, now you they talk like this? Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution of my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I no know.
Guy, HFM.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said HFM.com.
Which one is HFM.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said HFM.com. Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Looking for ways to save your data? It starts with your apps. Deleting unused apps helps, but there is more. Most apps have data saver modes. Activate them to control data usage. You can also go to settings to turn off auto updates. Lastly, close unused apps to save data when you ain't using your apps. These changes can make a big difference. For more information, visit your mobile operator's website or consumer.ncc.gov.ng for more helpful tips. Stay connected and enjoy smarter data usage. This message is brought to you by the Association of Telecom Operators and Nigerian Communications Commission.
Guess who's coming back exclusively on Showmax? The Buzz. Coming back to give you all the inside scoop, spicy banter, and bigger secrets from Big Brother's house. Get ready for juicy behind-the-scenes videos that Biggie won't show you, but The Buzz would.
Join Toke Makinwa on BB Nigeria The Buzz, premiering on August 1st with a new episode showing every Thursday, streaming only on Showmax. You can also stream BB Nigeria 24/7 on the Showmax app. Subscribe now. Sign up now at showmax.com.
Neka, I need capital to grow my business, but getting a loan is not easy.
Emeka, have you heard of Advanced Nigeria? They are not your typical microfinance bank. They make accessing loans easy with competitive rates and flexible requirements.
Really?
Yes, they offer loans up to 150 million naira, a mobile banking app, and USSD for easy transactions.
Emeka visited Advanced Nigeria and was amazed by the fast and convenient application process. Visit Advanced Nigeria or call 7000-238-267 now.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
You're listening to Jimi Disu, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Yeah, you're welcome back to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. And I still have Mrs. Oviageli here. But before we go on, there's a way God provides for his own. When you pray, I was getting broke and I was wondering where I was going to have today's lunch. And I've suddenly discovered that I have so many offers. About 4 or 5 of my friends. Today is their birthday. Today is Larry Idowu's birthday. Theirs, today is his birthday. I don't know how old the old man is. Femi Oyediran, today is also his birthday, 19th of July. I don't know how old the old man is. My senior in school, Awobokun. What's his first name now? Awobokun. Today is his birthday. And Femi Simpson, yesterday was his birthday. I think between all these that I've mentioned, God, the Lord will provide my lunch and dinner for today. So I need to go and search where exactly they will be. And by the way, Mr. Sheriff said I should announce to you, of which I'm going to sue him, that the famous video of me and what do they call them? Gen Zs. Yes, and Gen Zs has dropped in YouTube. It dropped at 9 o'clock this morning. So how do you type to get to it? How do you type to get the link? Just go to Nigeria Info FM's whatever, and you see a very young girl. She took me to the cleaners. I didn't know the 4 countries, for example, that border Nigeria. But I'm permitted. It's old age. It's a Biden thing. So back to Mrs. Oviageli. When we were off here, we were talking about, I was going to ask you if by any chance you could also handle other related challenges. I don't want to use any other word but challenges. Whether you do that too.
Yes, sir, we do.
And you were telling me that the gut is the most important part of the body.
Absolutely.
And it needs cleansing.
Absolutely.
How do you cleanse your gut?
Detoxification. There are
How do you
several
detox?
ways. There are several ways to detox.
Yes,
the most potent is sleep.
That one is nice. You frightened me the other time when you said fasting. Also, when Sheriff was asking you if fasting is some kind of detox. Also by fasting.
Absolutely.
I mean, I can't
Fasting
fast.
is a form of detox.
It was a source of problem between myself and my dad during Ramadan as a kid. The one thing I thank the Lord for is that I was very open with my dad that I can't fast. I didn't go to steal meat from the pot like we heard of some people who claim they are fasting but were stealing meat. From the pot. So what you take into your stomach is very, very important.
It is because
you have to speak up a bit, please.
Okay. It is important because 70% of our immune system is in the digestive tract.
Okay.
70%, and it's directly connected to the brain. It's called the gut-brain barrier. So anything you eat has a direct effect on your biological composition. So we have to be careful what we eat, what we drink. Because when the gut is compromised, that is where it becomes open for all kinds of
If you have pot bellies, does it mean there's something wrong with your gut? Now be very careful, because I will not be frightened in my own studio.
I'll plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth. Okay, we do have a caller there, so let's see. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle JD.
Morning.
Zoboli calling from the corridor.
Mrs. Zoboli, how are you? I knew this program would interest you.
Good morning to your guest as well. Madam, well done.
Good morning, thank you.
Okay, Uncle Jimmy asked a very salient question. Now, he asked if you work with other children, like not only children with autism, like children with cerebral palsy. Now, my second question would be, are your services affordable? Is it not too late for a boy of say 14 that has cerebral palsy? And what are the success rates? What are our chances?
So
Did you get my questions, ma'am?
Yes, I did. Thank you so very much, Mrs. Oboli. So my specialty is with autism, but at the end of the day, the gut really is what champions everything. If you heal your gut, you heal the brain. So it doesn't matter if it's autism, Asperger's syndrome, cerebral palsy, or Down syndrome, whatever it is. The foundational journey to activating recovery really must start from the gut. So, and again, because the body has the ability to heal itself, a 14-year-old, a 27-year-old can, begin the journey to their own recovery, whatever it means for them at that time. But the most important thing is to begin the journey and begin it right.
Is it a solo run, or it's in conjunction with other medical things and so on and so forth? Or is it a solo run that, okay, so if there's a child with cerebral palsy, once you start working on the gut, on the path to recovery, is that the way it works?
So I'm not really educated in the line of cerebral palsy apart from the basics. So I can't.
You can't say yes.
I can give,
because something tells me if that was it, then we wouldn't be having any 14-year-olds with cerebral palsy. The impression that I got is that it's something that will be managed.
For the rest.
Is it curable? I don't think so.
Well, cerebral palsy really, it's.
I don't think so.
It's a function. It's a motor function disorder, and so it affects your coordination, muscle toning, and all of that. So they do require a lot of help from occupational therapists to be able to just lead normal lives. But I do believe that when the gut is taken care of, these other things that are added on, that are add-ons rather, would be more potent.
I think I'll just play safe by saying that it would aid, because you really don't get recovery in cerebral palsy. Last time I checked,
I can't really.
You can't really specify. Yeah, okay. Because last time I checked, you don't get cured. I think that also applies to, what's the other one?
Asperger's syndrome, Down syndrome.
Down syndrome, yes. It's just that you can at least make the child become a bit more manageable. Because worldwide, I don't think there's any record of, I wish we had some kind of, I wish I was in a CNN studio where you'd have a fact check and quickly tell you, and you look like the most brilliant human being on the face of the earth. Yes.
Even though these areas are not my specialty as is autism,
yes,
I do believe that, and this is what has worked and continues to work. The foundation to recovery is the gut, because everything is connected to the gut. So if you get that correct and get that right.
I keep forgetting things. I think you should need to work on my gut. But Mrs. Obole asked if your services are affordable.
They are.
Because I'll tell you, one of the frightening things now is the cost of medical services.
Absolutely.
It's gone completely overboard. Completely.
Absolutely.
To the point that some sicknesses can almost ruin a family completely,
Absolutely.
Yes.
Which is why prevention is always the best. rather than management.
Well, my own gut is almost a 70-year-old gut. I don't know whether I can start doing prevention. But what is the origin in God saying I've eaten all kinds. I've eaten all kinds of Okay, we have so many calls coming in, so let's take some of them. Hello, good morning. Hello, morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, ma. Who's calling?
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy. Good morning to your guest.
Morning.
Good morning.
Please, I would like to have the contact, maybe, I don't know, at the end of your program of your guest so that I have someone I want to send the contact to.
I think the best I can do is to tell you to Google her name, and then you can pick the contact from there. Because if we try to do that here, we'll be running a commercial. And I'm a poor man. I don't want the market. Oh, but Mr. Viagele is a rich man. He's into marketing. We can send the bill to him. We can send the bill to your father-in-law. No, what I would say, can you spell your name out so that they can Google it, and hopefully you have a website?
I do.
Yeah, social media handles will come up once it is Googled, okay?
Okay.
So is Onyinye.
ONYINYE.
And Oviagele.
OVB.
Is it OVB or OBV?
OVB.
Is it VB?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
What's your name? Sorry.
Exactly.
So it's OBV.
No, OVB.
Oh, I still got it wrong. OVB.
So it's ONYINYE, Onyinye. Surname OVBIAGELE.
There's no H in between the.
No, sir.
Sorry.
So it's Onyinye Oviagele on all social media platforms.
On all social media platforms. So if you type in the name, you'll know where to find her. I'm so sorry we can't give out numbers and things. Hello, good morning. Hello, morning.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Good morning to the guest.
Good morning.
Okay, I just want to ask a question. Okay, how do you know a child that has autism? Is it easy to detect when they're sick? Since they don't really communicate that much, they're not able to express themselves that much. And Uncle Jimmy, please, this is for you. I want to plead with you, sir. Death and life is the power of the tongue. Sometimes, if you say some negative, like I'm poor.
No, keep your inclinations to yourself, please. I'm not into that. Thank you very much. I thank you for. I'm not that suspicious. Even God knows what I'm doing. I'm just doing a program here, so leave that to the church and the person. So you were going to say.
Okay, so autism can't be detected before birth.
Yes.
However, like I said, it's a developmental disorder. So when the child starts to grow, especially the early stages, the early age between 0 to 2 years, you should be able to determine using specific milestones. It can be detected. And when it's detected that early, recovery, full recovery is absolutely possible.
Okay, that's okay. Main point. Sorry, I had to cut you off. The other gentleman. I'm not into those who are sick and will say I am strong. I'm not wired that way. That's not the way it works. That's not the way it works here. We have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, how are you, sir?
I'm fine. Good morning to the guest.
Good morning, sir.
I don't know if I'm allowed to ask this question because I go through some trauma through my two daughters.
Okay.
This breast lump. One had it before, that was about 2 years ago. They operated it, and I paid a lot of money. And another one day before yesterday, they operated it. The two breasts, each breast is 120,000.
How old are these children?
One is 22.
Yes.
And the last one that did this one is 18.
Did you go to a private clinic or where did you go?
Yeah, a private clinic.
Well, I will advise you very quickly, without wasting so much time, to go to Lasuth or Luth. That's where I can guarantee you get the best medical advice on what is wrong with them.
Yeah, anyway, they have done the operation already. Successful.
That's good.
But I want to know what is the causes of this thing because I'm going through the big trauma as just a common driver.
It's difficult for me to put my guest through that strain because she hasn't even seen the girls. When they take the lump out, they're going to examine it. I will assume they'll take it for analysis. Then you will know what exactly it is all about. I sympathize with you. I've been a very strong advocate of trying to see how we can make health available to all. But the way it is now, health is skewed only for the rich. And that is why during elections, when we advise you to vote for the right people, we tell you to do so without all these other sentiments. Until we have a government that is disposed to making sure that all of us are treated equally, we will continue to have things like that. I'm so sorry for you. Yes.
Thank you. Could you
yes.
My vote is not being counted. That is why.
Well, make sure it is counted. When you vote, you stand by it. Don't worry, 2027 is coming again. We will start all over again. It's important that people know that things that they complain about like this, they are all related to the people you put in charge of your country.
Absolutely.
Medical practice here is no longer frightening. It's a suicide pill. If you have a medical challenge beyond... I look at the minimum wage, for example. They said now it is 70,000. Some of the tests for malaria, typhoid, and just one or two other things could run into 30, 35, 35,000. That's half your salary. I mean, who does that? Like, sorry, Pastor Itwa again. Here I go. But don't let's veer into politics. Let me leave. I'm sure your father-in-law will be saying that Jimmy, make you leave my Pekin alone. Let us talk about this. We have another caller. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Oh, we almost got it all. Okay. So all said and done, there seems to be hope in the horizon. I'm glad to know that, according to you wanted to read the comment. Okay, yes, go on.
So this person says, I would like to ask, can she handle cases of neurofibromatosis?
What is that?
Well, the funny thing is, I saw a video on this some days ago. I can't even remember.
Neurofibromatosis.
So
do you need a dictionary?
Perhaps, because I'm not a medical doctor.
Yes.
I'm an integrative health coach, a certified health coach. But what it really means, the big language, the big word, what it really just means is that neurotransmitters so our so it means neurological disorder, essentially a type. It means a type of neurological disorder, so it's essentially the same thing that we're talking about. It's just that this is another type of neurological disorder.
So you actually do know what this what did you call it, Jenny?
Fibromatosis, something like that.
Thank God that I kept on thinking, does it have something to do with fibroid? And I was saying that what's the relationship between the two?
Everything starts from the guts.
From the guts.
Everything. Fibroids, autism, cancer.
I'm just wondering, are you the only one who offers this service, to your knowledge?
To my knowledge, yes. To my knowledge.
So you still have a monopoly. So you must be smiling to the bank.
I really do wish that a lot of people can come in, because there's a lot of work to be done, actually, because
in terms of awareness.
Absolutely, like you rightly said, sir.
When you take on your patients, do we call them patients or clients?
Clients.
When you take on your clients, is it a long-term relationship, or is it one-off prescription and then they go sort themselves out?
Oh, it's definitely a long-term relationship, because for cases as we deal with, it can't be a one-off relationship.
So it will last for about 2-3 years, about minimum.
So so we have different programs. The shortest been 3 months.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. 9:48. I soon have to leave. Let me pick one more call there. Hello. Good morning. Oh, I lost that call. Any other comments that you have there? You can look for, let's see, there was one comment I saw there. Let me see now. Okay, we have that caller is back. Yes. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Okay, I just want to ask your guest that is this PASI-related issue, is it generic? That's number
is it
one.
what? Generic?
Is it generic?
Yes.
Yeah, that's number one. Then number two, I haven't discovered Harley because I heard from her saying it could be detected even at the pregnancy and all that. Is it correctable? Is it correctable?
So,
and is it generic? Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much. For Down syndrome, I said Down syndrome can be detected between 11 to 14 weeks of pregnancy before birth. And of course, there are things that the medical practitioners can do. That's their line. However, for autism, you really can't tell for autism if a child is autistic before birth. But from, early on, 6 months, 2 years, you can tell because it's a developmental disorder. So as a child is growing and you're seeing the developmental gaps, then you raise alarm if there are. So those are the two differences. Then genetics. There is a school of thoughts that believe that autism is genetic. Others believe it's an environmental thing. Some others believe is a relational thing. And the truth is, in my experience, I think it's a combination of everything. I think it's a combination. So there's the
okay, this is where we have to close it now because time is not our friend here. Thank you very much, Onyinye, for coming.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much. I wish you all the best. I look after my gut as much as I can, but I have a gut feeling that I'm a bit too late.
No, you're not. You're not too late, sir.
Okay, we'll be back again tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow we'll have Steve Black who turns... I'm excited. It's my generation. This is the Davido of our own. No, maybe not Davido, but yeah, Steve Black is a damn good drummer. I must say that. And he'll be glad to have... Lobito probably will get him make a few comments. Mr. Yinka Alakija, Mr. T. Mac, a few people of our generation will sit back and have fun tomorrow. And so if you're not concerned, we will spare you. Let me sorry for you and spare you to go play football if you think it not concern you. But tomorrow, that's what we are going to have at 9 o'clock. Thank you very much. And thank you for bringing her, Mr. Vergely. He watches over her like a hawk. Sheriff. Thank you very much. Yes, this is to show you that I can match you cap for cap.
It's okay.
Yes, I can match you cap for cap. Should we have competition?
No, let's not start.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Mr. Sheriff.
All right. So I'll see you all tomorrow at 9. Bye.
Thank you.
.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.